Hi Coolers! You can now subscribe for weekly Barcelona content. We upload tactical videos only on it drops after Barca plays. Let's get into the analysis. Xavi and his men lost their second game in 7 days last night. It's their first time that they have lost 3 consecutive home defeats. Xavi surely has a hand in this loss, and in this video we will be discussing it all. Let's get started. This is how both teams lined up. In defense, Barcelona looked to press really high from the get-go. It looked like a 4-1-4-1 formation that they pressed with. But Barca wanted them to play out from the back first, and then Aubameyang would be the first one to press. The others soon would follow, and then this is the shape the team would be in. Furthermore, Aubameyang only pressed from an angle to try and force on one side. This way Barcelona totally cut the pitch in half. This worked really well as the whole team went to close down space to make the pitch as small as possible. When Aubameyang pressed from the angle, one of the midfielders, particularly Gavi, would jump out to put the far side centre-back on pressure to force a long ball. But for the most part Barcelona defended in a 4-4-2 shape. They defended really narrow to not leave any space. And when they tried to drag Barca to one side, the whole team shifted across to defend. Rayo were very cautious in their defense. They didn't press particularly high, more like a mid-block. So Barca could easily build from the back looking to find the centre-backs. It was clear that Xavi wanted his central defenders to dribble forward. This was done to draw them out of position to make space for others, particularly Sergio. Serginho Dest didn't play as an inverted fullback in this game. Instead he stayed wide to link up with Dembele, and also overlapped when he had to. However, in this game we saw something totally different from Xavi. Frenkie de Jong was the preferred player to play next to Sergio for defensive stability. They formed the double pivot, while Gavi and Aubameyang played behind their midfield. Something like a 4-2-2-2. Similar to what Ralf Rangnick tried with United. But instead of having 2 strikers up front, Barca had 2 wingers wide and most advanced. But when Rayo saw that they're being dominated, they reverted to 4-4-2, and Xavi also returned to 4-3-3 to have a numerical advantage in midfield again. On Barca's right-hand side, Frenkie, Dest and Dembele played as a trio. They backed each other. When Dembele inverted, Dest went to overlap, while Frenkie provided defensive cover for them. On the left, however, Alba mainly remained as a third centre-back in the first half. He didn't go forward a lot as he used to. It was only in the second half when Ferran Torres inverted. That's when Alba went forward a lot. Ferran started operating as a second striker. That's when Alba had to go forward to provide the width. Barcelona never really pieced decent chances together. Most chances were really scrappy. Barca tried one-on-one situations, put in a lot of crosses in the box, but it really never connected. Barcelona weren't decisive enough to bang in the goals. We have totally abandoned our back three that has worked so well for us when Xavi came. The inverted fullback that served us so well, that allowed our free eights freedom to go forward and to overload the midfield. We see now that our fullbacks rather overlapping, especially when Serginho Dest is playing. When Barca had the inverted fullback, it allowed our free eights to go forward and not worry about defensive responsibilities, especially for Frenkie de Jong. He now has double the amount of work to do, especially with Pedri injured. Our wingers as well. We now seeing them invert a lot more than they used to, instead of staying wide to stretch the opposition. I think it's time that Adam is started ahead of Ferran Torres, and maybe Ricky Puig as well. The wingers used to get in these regions and put in crosses for the free eights who got into the box. But now we don't have as many men forward anymore. Xavi has a lot to think about. We have huge games coming up there, and we have to treat them as finals. Ending second on the log would be financially great for Barca as we will qualify for the Super Cup. And Champions League football would also be so important as well for the club. I wish we could return to our structure we had before. Well everyone, that's all from our side. We hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button and also drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe as it would help us a lot to upgrade our videos in setup once we get monetized. I have big plans for this channel. Be part of this by subscribing. Thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.